Okay, hi everyone. I am John Milaco, Montegrande Co from the Philippines. 1997 was the year my family encountered homeopathy or the homeopathic treatment. I was hesitant at first, not knowing anything about it. We have not experienced this health remedy yet. My sister at that time was first suffering from psoriasis. She was battling the illness for years and cannot find a cure from among the known and existing treatments. For 2 months only, I saw that she was almost clean. Her skin greatly improved and was cleared for a few months. For a few months' time. That was the start. Since then, all the illnesses that we encountered. I had myoma. My family is suffering from diabetes, kidney problems, and all other health problems, minor or major. We will always seek for homeopathic medicines. Great help, great help. Homeopathic medicine is now part of my day-to-day living. We are exposed to many illnesses and health problems, such as the current pandemic or this COVID-19. Actually, signs of time. As written in the Bible at Luke 21:10 and 11, this will come. And I believe that homeopathic treatment is one of the many God's provision for me and my family to survive. That is all. Thank you. I'm going to
Thank you,
work.
Joan. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Joanne, for your wonderful words for promoting homeopathy. And she is already running to her office. And another person running to her office is Cherry Pina, I think. Cherry Francia. Cherry, are you ready there? Cherry, Cherry, please unmute Cherry. Yes, yes. Cherry, you can
Good
unmute yourself.
morning.
Yes, yes. Where are you?
Can everyone hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
No?
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah.
Okay. My name is Sherry Peña Francia. I am the daughter of a engineer Peña, who is also a participant here, who is a successful story in the homeopath medicine. Back in during the height of the COVID times in the Philippines back in July, my brother and sister-in-law got infected and they got a homeopath medicine from Dr. Shaji. And in 2 days' time, they got better. And so when I got COVID-like symptoms early in January, the first thing I thought of was to get in touch with Dr. Shaji because he's been helping our family with all of our illnesses that are persistent, such as allergies and so on and so forth. And so during the day that I had severe allergic reaction, that same day I had persistent coughing, and then I got asthma, and then I had diarrhea. So that was during the night. And then, so I called on Dr. Shaji first thing in the morning, and during lunchtime, he sent me the homeopath medicine that was supposed to help me with the COVID-like symptoms. And so during the afternoon, um, my fever rose up, and then I had allergies again, and then all COVID-like symptoms. But during the night time, this was about 11. So this was soon after, in 12 hours time, everything just stopped. So my fever stopped, my asthma and my allergies stabilized, and then I was able to sleep through the night. And then the next day, I was scheduled for PCR, care of the company that I work for. So that was a Thursday afternoon. And Friday, I received the test results, and I was actually negative. And so I don't know whether I have been negative the whole time, but I was just happy and I was at peace that in a day or two, in during that short span of time, I was able to stop all the flu-like symptoms. And it helped with the mental state too because it it causes you mental it causes your mental health, thinking that you might have that deadly disease. And so I'm very thankful for homeopath. In the office, we have had several cases that have actually turned out positive. And each and every time I would hear of someone who tested positive, I'd always say you should try homeopath and how it helped me. And so that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Cherry. She is also a higher official in one of the biggest banks in Philippines. So she's also possibly running to her office. Now I call on to Ma'am Coronado, who is associated with me from the very beginning, and she is also waiting to go for another appointment. So I invite her before her time for appointment comes. So Ma'am Coronado, she is a retired teacher. She is very closely associated with me and a part of so many things I do, and a big support for me, especially when there was a lot of crisis came to me in Philippines when homeopathy being questioned, and I am being a foreigner here questioned, and so many things came, and so many people supported me, and Ma'am Coronado was one of the important person who stand with me and still standing with me. And I am grateful and thankful to you, Ma'am. And over to you, Ma'am. Ma'am Coronado, Ma'am Neves Coronado. Yeah, please unmute. Please unmute, Ma'am. Ma'am, please.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yes, Ma'am. Yes, Ma'am.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. I am Nieves Coronado, 72 years old from Nagcarlan, Laguna, Philippines. It is my honor to share with you my opinions and experiences in homeopathic treatment. I appreciate much my life. That is a gift from God. That's why I show appreciation by using the life to serve its source and utilize it to the betterment of our fellow men. And in order to show that we are grateful to our life giver, we live a healthy lifestyle, avoid vices and other things detrimental to our health. But in times of unavoidable sufferings from health problems, we choose the best medication that will cure us, protect us from further complications, and help us live longer. Eureka! I found it. Sometimes in December 1995, I suffered illness having myoma, a kind of tumor in my left ovary. Continuous bleeding alerted me to look for a doctor specialist in this case. Fortunately, Dr. Shaji Diat was already here in the Philippines, registering himself as researcher. I was informed that this wonderful system of medication is not faith healing nor herbal medication. It is a scientific system of medication. Being aware of the side effects of conventional medicine and my fear of operation, I finally submit to this medication. I immediately, without second thought, I submit to this, and in just 6 months, ultrasound shows no sign of having had tumor. I was cured completely, without operation, without side effects, and no recurrence whatsoever since then. One more amazing experience that convinced my family members to submit to homeopathic medication was the time my first grandson got illness and he got to conventional medicine. He was diagnosed having thrombocytopenic idiopathic purpura. Ordinary people like me doesn't know some these medical terms, but they say it is congenital, wherein the platelet count going down.
My grandson was the first recorded youngest child, 2 months old, with the lowest number of platelet counts in the blood. He undergoes bone marrow examination taken from his leg. And then he was prescribed to take medicine continuously until he reached the high number of platelet counts. Then we stopped taking it, hoping that it is already cured. But when he reached the age of 4, the illness recurred. Once more, he undergo bone marrow examination, now taken from the hip bone. This time, the same result and diagnosis, the medicine was changed. He was given 7 vials of, I don't remember the name of the medicine, but I remember the cost, 20,000 per session. That was in 1997. How can a poor family like us sustain such medication? After that, per session, that lasted for only 1 month, the platelets starts to fluctuate. So we prepared ourselves to accept any result, life or death for the child. That moment of our desperation, due to lack of money for the second session, somebody reminded me of Dr. Kudiak's homeopathic treatment. Yes, and because we are assured of my experience to him, that treatment that he had no side effects, we once more submit to this medication. That disease was chronic in nature. But Dr. Kudiak said, don't worry, he will be cured. Thanks God. What a refreshing declaration. And finally, with the consistent prayers, the child was taken care of patiently, checked up regularly, and treated well with less cost of medicine. Now he is 28 years old, married, and the illness never recurred. I have so many experiences in homeopathy, but our time is limited. So from then on, I remember that recommended it, this wonderful medication to all my family, relatives, friends, and other fellows suffering from bacterial and viral diseases, cancer, lifestyle disorders, non-communicable diseases, etc. I firmly believe it is the best medicine, the latest and the safest medicine available for prevention and treatment of various diseases, acute and chronic in nature. I agree wholeheartedly with the IFPA says, I quote, that popular and simple and less expensive homeopathic medicine can save today's world, which is relatively different from other treatment systems and very helpful in defeating today's catastrophe. I congratulate the IFPH mission to bring this identity to the attention of general public. All I can say is high time for furtherance of science to bring holistic medication to scientific mainstreams. Our team, one world, one health, win with homeopathy. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma'am Coronado, for your wonderful words and support, continually pouring and gratefully remembering all those years when we all together fighting for survival and existence in the Philippines and establishment of homeopathy. Now it is accepted as a alternative healing modality in the Philippines. You people did the job, and now you can be benefited out of that also. Now I have a very important person who is one of the leading engineer in Philippines, leading engineering firm in the Philippines, who is none other than engineer for ospina. And he was my patient also for a long time now. And we lost touch in between then incidentally we met while I am giving a seminar in a hotel. We incidentally met a long time after. Now we get connected again. Engineer was affected with the lung cancer in I think long back in 1999, I think. And at that time was a different story. Now he leads the leading engineering firm in the Philippines, even running, making constructions all over the world. And over to you, engineer.
Yeah,
the floor is yours. Floor is
good
yours.
morning, Dr. Sajik.
Yeah.
And thank you for inviting me for this summatum. Okay. My name is Telesforo Peña. I am a civil engineer and structural engineer by profession. I think in year 1999, I was diagnosed with lung cancer and I have 3 nodules in my lungs. I got an oral chemotherapy and given antibiotics, but no result, or no, it's not effective. Luckily, I met a nun from the Carmelite sister in Lucena, and they introduced me to Dr. Sagi to look for other alternative medicine. Okay. And that time I told him about my profession and also my career and also my daily activities, also my issues, my problems, starting from small children going up and everything that's piling up on my mind and also the baggages I am carrying. I succumbed to have a cough, which is non-stop, almost non-stop. But luckily, I met Dr. Sagi and he treated me. And it took 3 years to disappear totally the nodules in my lungs. I'm sure totally disappear, the 3 nodules in my lungs. Now I am now healthy and go back to my work. And I'm working now in Makati, Philippines. And also I'd like to share the experience with my son and my daughter-in-law. I think last September, they experienced COVID. They have COVID, and my daughter-in-law is working in a bank, and she experienced fatigue, dizziness, headache, and loss of taste, loss of smell. All the signs of COVID are there. Okay, but she never took up any foods for almost 3 days. Okay, but we are hesitant to bring them to the hospital because definitely in the hospital, I heard so many things which you will never survive. So I talked to Dr. Sagi and he advised me, let us treat him at his home. Okay. And so we have a consultation with him and talk to my daughter-in-law and my son, and through using FaceTime, which is free. And by the time Dr. Sagi give a medicine, and I think every hour they get treated medicine, and definitely after I think almost a day, the taste bud resume, the smell resume, the fever stuff, dizziness stuff. After 1 day, I think after 1 day of taking the homeopathic medicine, I swear to God, it's true. So now he's now recovering, and he's now on. I think he's on the line. Kati Caballero, am I correct? Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. I think you can unmute them, please, and share your experience.
Okay. Yeah, they are there.
Excellent.
Just can you raise your hand, Kim? Can you raise your hand?
Raise your
so
hand.
that I can identify you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
No, Kim. Are you unmuted? Okay, Kathy. Okay, just a minute. I will unmute you. Okay.
Yeah.
You can unmute from your side. You can unmute from your side. Backend team, please unmute. Can you raise your hand so that our backend team can identify you and unmute you? No,
No.
you touch the screen to go to the participant list and unmute. Raise your hand.
Raise your hand. Reaction.
Yeah,
No.
you go to the participant list and raise your hand, and then they will unmute you.
I think he's using the mobile phone. I think
No,
he's using.
just a second. Just a second.
Let's wait. I think
Just
it's
one
better
second.
that he talk for himself.
Yeah. You go to the participant list, identify. Okay. Now, backup team, please unmute Kathy. Yeah.
Yes,
Unmute
sir. One
Kathy
minute. Yes, sir.
Caballero.
I will unmute.
Okay.
Ma'am, you can unmute from your side.
Yeah. Now you can unmute from your side. At the left side, you will see a microphone sign. Just touch there.
See, Kathy. You unmute, Kathy.
No, relax.
Sila. Mag-unmute siya.
You
Just one time.
just touch one time. Don't be nervous. Just once only. You touch the screen. You see the microphone. Just touch there. Touch screen.
Kasi cellphone.
Just red color, no? You can touch.
Did you see the microphone? Just touch over the phone, microphone sign.
You will get the message, unmute from your side that you can unmute.
Did you see the message unmute yourself? You touch that message. Yeah. Now you see don't touch the microphone, touch the unmute side. Slowly. Don't worry.
Cannot see.
Shadi sir, just check. You can, host can.
Yeah, who is the host now? Me? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I will try to do it. Okay, just a minute. I've given the instruction, but they need to unmute from their side itself. Slowly do it. Only one touch only. Okay. You continue, engineer. They will do it slowly. Don't force them.
Sir, can you make me host?
Huh?
Host, can you make me host?
Host, okay. I will do one more thing. I will make you the co-host, then you can touch it. It is not they don't touch in the right way. That's why. Even though I make them the host, still there will be difficulty. I think there is something. I will make you the host so that you can.
Do you have other speaker?
Yeah, yeah, we have other speakers. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Now you are one of the co-hosts, so you can touch and remove it. Now you are one of the co-hosts, Kathy, so you can unmute from your side. Yeah, no, you are a co-host now.
Kathy, is Daniel there? Yeah. You ask Daniel to help you. Kathy can share a good testimony because she is a COVID patient and also my son. And it's good. They can share their experience in homeopathy. Okay, let us wait for him, please.
Kathy ma'am, just touch the mic. You can talk.
My son and my daughter-in-law is a living witness to homeopathy. They are both treated from COVID. Oh.
Okay, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Okay, now you continue, engineer, then we can move on to,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Kathy sir, 1 minute, please. Make Roy as a co-host. Roy Thomas.
Okay, okay, I will do it, I will do it. Roy Thomas, no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, Roy, you are a co-host.
Yeah, it's now connecting.
Okay.
Oh, it's no. Maybe the internet is
too many times. They are touching too many times, becoming nervous and touching too many times. That's why.
I think so. Now she can talk.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Kathy, you can talk, I think.
It's still connecting. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, again.
Oh, no. I think there is a network problem. That's why.
Oh, okay.
There is a network problem. There is a network problem. Even though they get connected, there will be difficulty to get the voice conveyed. There is a network problem. Okay, don't worry, don't worry. There is a network problem there. That's why. Okay, leave it, engineer. You can finish it, engineer.
You can finish it, engineer. Okay, I'll just continue about the from year 2000 until this time. My family is a patient of Dr. Sagi. Anything about health problem, we consulted Dr. Sagi. Anything, because we believe in homeopathy. I think this homeopathy is very effective and also not too expensive, not too expensive. So I am thanking Dr. Saji Kudiyat, who happened to come to the Philippines to introduce this new philosophy of medicine, which is homeopathy. And I do believe he will be soon become a father of homeopathy in the Philippines because he bring homeopathy in the Philippines. And we will treat him as the founder of homeopathy in the Philippines. And he is now known here in the Philippines. And would like to thank the Indian Homeopathy Institute for giving him the opportunity to come here in the Philippines. Okay, I think I cannot say anything more, Dr. Saji. I just guarantee to the listener that you are treating me well, my family, and everything, including the latest one, COVID, was treated by homeopathy, 100%. Thank you, Dr. Saji.
Thank you, Engineer Pursepinya. Thank you. So now I go to another important person who supported me from the very beginning. That is Jingi Masa, who is a classmate of my wife also. And Jingi, you can come on. You can on your video and come on. Yeah. Jingi Masa Pampalina is a vice mayor, the former vice mayor of Alamino City, Laguna. She was a big support. Her family was a big support to me from the beginning of my entry to the Philippines. The whole family supported me for all the needs that I come across in the Philippines. Even recently, when I have to travel along their way, my car hotel slight problem, they were there to help me and support me. So Jingi, over to you. Oh. Just a minute, I will unmute you. Now you can unmute. Yeah.
Okay. Hello, good morning, Doc. Good morning, everyone.
There are listeners from all over the world, from Australia, from New Zealand, from Europe, from South America, from Russia. There are viewers from all over the world in this forum now.
Okay, Doc. Good morning. I'm Jinky Masa Pampolina. I'm 53 years old, former vice mayor and a councilor here in our place, Alaminos, Laguna, Philippines. I have been working as public servant for 15 years in our municipality. And as a public servant, councilor for 12 years, I'm assigned on Committee on Health. I'm also a nurse by profession. I believe health is very important, and health is important to our family also. That is why I'm always listening and study about health, giving attention and doing research, what's really important in maintaining good health, and what is a good approach to help other, giving knowledge, whether it is conventional medicine, alternative medicine, herbal medicine, or natural medicine, including the food supplement, because all these medicines is good for health and everybody. I really believe in a healthy mind and a healthy body. Healthy heart is a healthy living, because health is wealth. We have to take care of our body. We have to take care of our health. I'm also open more on ideas and knowledge, especially on our health. Our physical, emotional, spiritual, and mental come in one body. That is why I happen to know homeopathic approach. And I happen to know also Dr. Saji Kudyat because of his wife. He is my friend, and we are same school. We are graduated in San Pablo Colleges as a nurse. I'm one of the 100 patients. I'm one of the 100 patients who believe in homeopathy.
Jingi, there are two phones open in your room. That's why there is a call. So maybe one phone can be muted or move from little far from there. Then it will not be echoing.
Okay. Doc, maybe it's another
There is another phone in your room, or maybe somebody else. Maybe
somebody else, Doc.
Okay,
no,
okay. Maybe iPhone. Maybe Kathy and okay, Kim. Okay, Kim, I will call
Can
you.
I continue?
Continue.
Other phone, Doc.
Continue.
May I continue, Doc? Hello again. It has a great help not only on my physical body, also on my mental, emotional, and spiritual aspect of my life. Because I also learned in homeopathic approach, what is happening in our body is not only come on our physical problem, but also it is connected in our emotional and mental spiritual aspect of our lives. How we handle things and how we handle our problems at home, our works, and our dealing with other people, our environment, and our daily living. In short, the whole aspect of our living on homeopathic approach had been a great help in our family. And it started since 1997 when my second son diagnosed anemia, and his pediatrician told me that it was suspected to lead in leukemia. That's why it has to be treated as early as we can. I brought my son to Dr. Saji, who happened to be my doctor in homeopathy. He did some laboratory testing, test for bone marrow and blood culture. Then he found out that there is a little irregularity or abnormality in blood circulation in bone marrow. That time, he prescribed us medicine to correct and treat the problem. And I learned that there is a cure on such diseases, not only prevention, but cure that gave us hope that in every health problem, there is always a solution. After 3 months and continued treatment, my son had been okay and completely okay. The CBC count normal, and now my son is working already as an aircraft mechanic, and the treatment, the disease did not recur anymore. Sometimes in 2015, my eldest son was also admitted to the hospital, diagnosed dengue fever. He was admitted due to high fever, abdominal pain. And that time, Dr. Saji was in India, and we are happened to call him overseas because 4 days of fever, nothing changed in the hospital until the platelet count of my son Francis dropped at 40, and he had already nose bleeding. That time we called our homeopathic doctor Saji and overseas because that time he was not around in the Philippines, he was in India. And thank God, even he was far away, he attended to us, and he is calling us overseas also. He prescribed us a homeopathic medicine. And that time, 24 hours of drinking the medicine, the platelet count getting higher until after 2 days, it get normal already, and we've been discharged. No complication, no side effect. And I'm very thankful for that. And sometimes in 2015 also and 2016, my niece and my daughter, my nephew and my second son was also confined in the hospital, diagnosed as dengue fever. But that time, thank God, Dr. Saji is around. He was here in the Philippines, and I decided before bringing my son to the hospital, I brought him to Dr. Saji Kudyat clinic at the in the homeopathy at Parañaque City. Doctor again gave us a homeopathic medicine for dengue, the pills, the powder, but I had to admit them also to the hospital to administer and give them IV fluid, but no other conventional medicine. Only I gave them what my doctor, homeopathic doctor prescribed. Even the platelet is going down, still their immune system is going up. Again, no complication arise, and we continue the medicine until they recovered and back to normal health already. My nephew was also diagnosed pneumonia when he was 2 years old, and Dr. Saji also treated them in homeopathic medicine. And thank God, no recurrence of disease, and now is okay. This is a hard time for us sometimes in 2017 when my mother had her heart attack. She was unconscious and intubate. She was confined in an ICU. We called up Dr. Saji that time. He gave us an homeopathic medicine, but all of a sudden, we cannot control the conventional medicine. We continue the homeopathic medicine. He also told us, since Dr. Saji told us, since we cannot give the medicine orally, we gave it to drop on the forehead of the patient. And the important things is it must have come in contact with the body. After 48 hours of giving the medicine, the homeopathic medicine, my mother woke up and become conscious. I had seen the transformation and the effectiveness of the homeopathic medicine because I am the one giving the medicine every 15 minutes, every 30 minutes of alternate for medicine with prayers. And I'm very thankful because even the doctor does not want us to give anything for the patient because my mother is unconscious. We just try to tell them that the medicine is a holy water and that is a white lie. But the medicine really helps a lot because after 48 hours of giving the medicine, my mother woke up and become conscious already. She cannot speak because of the tube, because of the ventilator. But I think she's okay already. But the doctor also, the neurologist of my mother, told us that there is really a miracle. The multiple small blood clot in the brain was dissolved, and the big blood clot on the center of the brain is getting smaller instead of becoming bigger, just what they are expected. Homeopathic medicine dissolved the blood clot, but there is always some situation in the hospital in conventional medicine that we cannot control, like the conventional medicine prescription that arises some complication when they give medicine to lower the blood sugar. The blood pressure will goes up. We cannot stop this Western medicine or conventional medicine until my mother had already complication and had her second attack, heart attack. But still, I did not lose hope. I still gave the homeopathic medicine. The things that I only testify are upon giving this homeopathic medicine. Even my mother had her attack. She never been in coma. When I'm talking to her, she will move her finger little. The complication arise of continuing administering the conventional medicine that I cannot really control. By my mother then my mother did not survive. He died last May 2017. But still, we are very thankful to God because He gave us 9 days to be with my mother in the ICU, and giving homeopathic medicine has been a great help for us because we are very thankful because my mother has never been a coma at that time. One thing is my late husband, Eric, was also diagnosed typhoid fever. That time, I really don't know what happened to him. He was weak, high fever, cannot eat, and cannot communicate. We had this lab exam, found out it was typhoid fever. Instead of bringing him to hospital, I brought him to homeopathic clinic to Dr. Saji. He gave him the medicine, the powder, the pills, and the liquid, and gave the medicine spiritually alternate every 30 minutes. And after 24 hours, he get well as if nothing happened. Even my mother-in-law was very thankful for that. Homeopathic medicine really cure the disease. Not only cure, but it is permanently cured. And the immune system of the body increases. I myself, I've been also sick leave, but when I started taking homeopathic medicine, I become strong even if my allergies had been cured every time I got sick. Everyone in the family, we choose to go to Dr. Saji's clinic and we choose to take the homeopathic medicine. Many of my friends also referred them to our homeopathic doctor and they get well. Since then, we are the patient of uh, Dr. Saji since 1997 until now, all our family member. We can testify how homeopathic help a lot and change our life and how homeopathic treated us and have a good health. Uh, in our situation now, in this time of pandemic, COVID-19, since this pandemic started, we are taking the preventive medicine. Dr. Saji Kudyat gave us the preventive medicine. And sometimes in September 2020, due to stress and overthinking, I got a mild fever and urinary tract infection. My homeopathic doctor gave me medicine. Since then, thank God, we're okay and safe. In time of this pandemic, we are at peace. Homeopathic approach really help us a lot. And I hope and pray that in this time of situation, I hope our government will realize that everybody, the whole world, what we need now is cooperation, not competition. What is for the people, what is better or good. I hope and pray that they will also accept the alternative medicine like homeopathic approach, the homeopathic medicines, since it will be very helpful and beneficial to human being. For the good of everybody, we must come to have unity, especially the government, the doctors, the frontliners, the health staff, considering everyone benefits, not for business or whatever, but for the good and benefits of everybody. And I'm also praying that I hope that our medicine will be accepted in our society because it really helps a lot. And then this time of COVID, we have to have a open-minded so we can experience or we can think for the better and for the future of all the people. So help us God. Thank you very much for Dr. Saji because he is our family doctor now and we are always going to him every time we have a problem. Not only for our health, but for our emotional, spiritual, and mental.